Oscar Wilde murder mysteries? A. Giles Brandreth, B. Glenda Jackson, or C. Geoffrey Hayes? All answers out there.
Well, Glenda Jackson has been an MP, and I guess she could be quite good at writing books, so I've gone for Glenda Jackson, yeah.
Jane?
Giles Brandreth was an MP. I'm sure he did write books, so that's why I went for Giles.
Where's that leaving Geoffrey Hayes? You?
Not looking good. The only one I've heard of, but it's not my sort of question to get, to be honest.
The right answer is A. Giles Brandreth. And his big for the jokes when I was a kid. The possible answer is C. Geoffrey Hayes. Geoffrey Hayes was the main human character in Rainbow. Maybe it doesn't mean anything to you. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Simone?
Without confessing my age, yes.
Yeah. Simone, sorry, we have to say goodbye. Have you had a nice time?
I have had an absolutely brilliant time. It's been fantastic.
Hugh, enjoyed yourself?
Brilliant time. Absolutely brilliant, yeah.
Good luck with getting into space engineering and the skydiving.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Bye.
So at the end of that round, finishing out in the lead on 4 points, is Craig. Come down and play the first grid. Hello, Craig. Hello. I like your style, actually. I like it when players don't do anything for the first 4 days, just enjoy the show, and then the last day, like, It's been a bad few days.
Yeah, I mean in terms of performance, not in terms of how it's been.
What do you do, Craig?
I'm an admin and finance officer for a local nursery.
Okay, you've been doing that for a while?
Since like October, November last year.
And when you're not working?
I've got 2 small girls, 6 and 1, so it's a bit
And if you were to win the £10,000, what would you spend it on?
I think my partner's got it earmarked for a wedding, so possibly that, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, let's focus. This is your chance to put £500 into the daily prize pot and take a massive step towards playing the £10,000 question. You've got a choice of 4 topics. They are jazz, radio, transport, or film.
Film or transports, kind of options, jazz and radio, I've got no chance. Let's go film. Kid did well out of the wheelhouse, so I could be in it. So.
Okay, so film, and I'm hoping it's something that is in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you 9 answers. Here they come. C.S. Lewis, Dylan Thomas, King George V, Pablo Picasso, Richard Nixon, Edward Elgar, Alan Turing, Alfred Hitchcock, and Winston Churchill. Any ideas?
People played by a certain actor, potentially.
Potentially. The first half of the question. Which person portrayed on screen by Anthony Hopkins? So 4 of those people have been played by Anthony Hopkins on screen. 5 have not. Those are the impossible answers. Each impossible answer you give me, worth £100 to the prize pot. What do you think? Is it
Not a Hopkins fan.
Not a Hopkins fan?
Nah, well, not familiar with his work.
Okay.
Let's say.
Okay.
I don't think he played Nixon.
I don't think he's played Nixon. Is an impossible answer. He has played Nixon.
Let's go Winston Churchill.
Did he play Winston Churchill? No, he did not.
Let's go Pablo Picasso.
Pablo Picasso. For another £100 into the pot. He did play Pablo Picasso.
Let's go King George V.
King George V. Is that possible? Yes. One more go.
Let's go Alan Turing, because I've got no idea who it is, so we'll just take a punt.
Alan Turing. Is it an impossible answer? Yes. £300 goes to the pot. Alan Turing, very famous mathematician. Went to the Enigma machine.
Okay, okay. Yes, that means nothing but okay.
Benedict Cumberbatch played in The Imitation Game. Very cool too.
Nah, don't know.
£300 is a very prize spot, but will you play all of my mates and for a shot at impossible answer. There are still two up there. You will be eliminated from today's show. The full question reads, which person portrayed on screen by Anthony Hopkins does he play in the film Shadowlands? Looking for the right answer.
One of the ones that when I said don't know Shadowlands, so let's go next.
Richard Nixon playing safe for Martin. No, impossible. Final. It's wrong. Is Richard Nixon the right answer? No, he played him in the film Nixon. The wrong answer. So we throw over to Jane. What are you going to go for?
Picasso, Pablo Picasso.
Okay. Another one that we know is not impossible. Did Anthony Hopkins play Pablo Picasso in the film Shadowlands? He did not. Lucky escape for you, Craig. Good news. Unlucky Jane. The right answer is C.S. Lewis. Guy who wrote And the remaining impossible answers up there, Edward Elgar and Dylan Thomas. You've scraped through, Craig. Into this final. Still 2 places left in today's final alongside the train. Let's see who's going to be playing the next one. 4 of you left in. Are you ready? Good luck. What's your best question? Which one of my Billy Russell was originally written as a dramatic monologue? A. Blood Brothers. B. Shirley Valentine. C. Educating Essex. A's and B's. Is it?
Well, Educating Essex was a Channel 4 show, like reality TV, 24/1.
Fraser?
Again, with Educating Essex similar, and I knew that was a show on TV, but to me, dramatic monologue and Blood Brothers seems like it kind of matches, so that's fine.
The impossible answer is C. Educating Essex, TV documentary series. And the right answer is B. Shirley Valentine. Points to Izzy and Jane. Question 2. Which star of the sitcom Seinfeld played the title role in the political comedy Veep? A. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. B. Kelsey Grammer. C. Jason Alexander. Fraser?
It was a yes, but Kelsey Grammer was fucking so it could be but the fact that I was thinking about it and then it came up, I just went for it.
Jane?
I know Kelsey Grammer is American, so I just went for one of the other two. I don't even know if Seinfeld is an American program or if it's English.
The right answer is A. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Well done, Jane. The possible answer is B. Kelsey Grammer, not in Seinfeld, not in Veep. Does play Fraser in Cheers and Frasier. Martin and Fraser. That's it. It's going so well.
I know,
Have you had a nice time, Fraser?
it's been amazing. I mean, I've got a mate Michael that's going to tell me this because it's the stage which hasn't happened.
He'll stop making his promises you can't keep.
I know.
It's been a pleasure having you on. Martin, remind me what time we're tuning in to Martin's Melodic Matinee?
Well, it's Tuesday afternoon between 1 and 3. Harrogate Hospital Radio. There we can listen online as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you.
Discuss. Well, from this is just match, but impossible, Martin. No, at all. 2 of you left in, Izzy and Jane. Question number 3. Which cast inspired Ed Sheeran's song Castle on the Hill? A. Orford Castle. B. Hadley Castle. C. Framlingham Castle. Answers. Jane?
Yeah.
Another
yeah.
final would be nice.
It would.
And then maybe even a 10 grand.
That would be lovely.
Be absolutely ideal. Should we have a look at your topics then?
Yes, please.
Jazz, radio, and transport.
I'm going to be decisive.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I am. And I'm just going to go for transport.
Transport.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about transport?
We've got trains, planes, and automobiles.
You know the whole lot. You're going to be fine here, Jane. Transport, 9 answers. Here they are. Barbados, Cuba, Australia, India, Brazil, Canada, Japan, Germany, and the United Arab Emirates. Heard of them all?
Yeah.
Let's start. First half of the question. Side of the road. 4 of those countries you drive on the left. 5 of them you drive on the right. Those are the impossible answers. Each impossible answer you give me, about £100 to the pot. Where would you like to start?
Australia.
Australia. Is Australia an impossible answer? No, they drive on the left. Where next?
Germany.
Germany. You think they drive on the right in Germany?
Yes.
Yes, Joe. It's a relief.
It is, isn't it? Let's go for Japan.
Japan. Is Japan an impossible answer? No. They drive on the left, I'm afraid. 2 more goes.
Canada.
Canada. Do they drive on the right in Canada? We hope so. Yes. £200 out of the pot, now stands at £500. 1 more go.
Barbados.
Barbados. Is that an impossible answer? No, they drive on the left in Barbados. I'm going to say it, not a great grid so far.
No.
But £500 in the prize pot. Are you going to be playing for that money and the shot at the £10,000 question in today's final? In a moment, I reveal the second half of the question, and I want you to give me the right answer.
Right.
Give me the right answer, you're in the final. Give me a wrong answer, the next best player will have the chance to steal your place in the final.
Yeah.
And that player, as you know, is your row mate, Izzy. Hold tight, Izzy. Do you drive?
Nope.
Any idea on any of these?
Yep.
Oh, there we go. She knows her stuff on this. If you give me an impossible answer, and there are still 3 up there, we will have to say goodbye, Jane.
Yeah.
The full question: which country where cars drive on the left-hand side of the road is home to the 13-kilometre long Great Seto Bridge? Right answer.
I'll have to go for Japan.
Japan. Why are we going with Japan?
I don't know where that bridge is. I'll just sort of go for Japan.
We know it's not impossible. We know that they do drive on the left-hand side of the road. Is it home to the Great Seto Bridge? Yes. Lucky Joe. The remaining impossible answers up there: Cuba, drive on the right; Brazil, drive on the right; and United Arab Emirates also drive on the right. Remarkably lucky, Jane. Well done. You're through to the final.
Oh, thank you.
Just 1 place left up for grabs in the final. Whose is it going to be? Could be anyone. As yet again, I have to bring you all back in. Hey. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good luck. Here's your first question. Which nun in Call the Midwife is portrayed by Jenny Agutter? A. Sister Juliet. B. Sister Bliss. C. Sister Monica Jones. All answers out there, ringing A's. B1C. Simone, do you watch it?
I only watch it. I've seen a few episodes. I know that Sister Juliet and Sister Monica go both in it. But I'm really bad at people's names. So I sort of found it off and
euro to like 200 euros.
You just have a couple of cheap goats. Treat yourself. It's been nice having you here. See you later.
See you later.
Question number 2. The 5 brightest stars of which constellation form the shape of the letter W? A. Cepheus, B. Kronos, or C. Cassiopeia? Martin, this wasn't the way it was supposed to end.
Wasn't Rick? Was I was a bit slow there, wasn't
A
I?
bit too slow. I'm starting to wonder if you're throwing that so you can go and host a hospital radio show.
Due on soon, yeah. So.
Well, you hurry on off then, Martin.
Thanks, Rick.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks very much.
Fraser, you've gone with Cassiopeia. What's that?
I'm pretty sure that Kronos wasn't a constellation. I could be wrong there. And so I was left with A and C, so I went with C to celebrate.
Rickash, is there a constellation called Kronos?
Doesn't sound good. The other sound more like stars or constellations now.
Hugh, space expert.
I wish I could give you more on it. Something about my head to say. That's good, yeah. So, I hope it's right.
The right answer is C, Cassiopeia. Hugh, Simone, and Fraser get a point. Have you heard the possible answer again? No constellation. Kronos, once again, goodbye. Three will be left in. Question number 3. Which animated cartoon cat has constant trouble with a pair of mischievous mice called Pixie and Dixie? A. Kipper, B. Mr. Jinx, C. Sylvester. Fraser, you've gone with C. Sylvester?
Yeah. Animated cartoon, check.
Cat, check.
Cat, check. So, yeah, that was my logic.
Well, you've maybe played it safe.
Yeah.
Simone?
I am now thinking I got it wrong because I remember I don't know what character it is now, but I don't remember Sylvester having Pixie and Dixie. So, yeah,
Or impossible, Simone?
possibly impossible. I've got a horrible feeling there's now a dog in my head.
Hugh?
Well, in my head, I thought Sylvester just had one troublesome mouse. I'm getting towards the end of the game, I played a bit risky and went into Jinx to look that up.
Someone's getting a point. That player is you, Mr. Jinx. Possible answer is Kipper. You know what Kipper is. You told me. Cartoon dog. Oh, Simone.
I know, I should know that.
You should. And you know Sylvester's an animated cartoon cat.
Yeah.
Goodbye again. Sylvester has problems not with a mouse, but with a little bird called Crucify. Fraser and Hugh play on to question number 4. Which EU country officially uses the Cyrillic alphabet? A. Bulgaria, B. Latvia, or C. Georgia? Different answers. Hugh, you're covering your mouth, a slightly worried way.
Yeah, I thought I was playing it safe, but I regret going Georgia. I don't think they're in the EU.
Oh dear, Hugh. Fraser.
So I knew it was in the EU, and 50-50, isn't it really?
Between.
Latvia and Bulgaria.
Doesn't look good for you, Hugh. The right answer is A. Bulgaria. One of you's given the impossible answer. How confident are you that Latvia is in the EU, Fraser?
Not so much now you ask.
How confident are you that Georgia isn't in the EU, Hugh?
Also, no longer very sure.
The impossible answer is C. Georgia, not an EU country. Hugh, we will see you in a moment. But Fraser, time to come down and play the final quiz. Hello, Fraser. Nice of you to join me.
nice to be here, and I'm glad that there's a few people that I'm not letting down now, eh?
Exactly.
I said I was going to get here, and I'm here.
The two remaining topics, don't know if you fancy either of them, jazz or radio. What are you thinking?
I like music, and I like jazz, but it's one of those things that comes on the radio, and I never know who it was that's behind it. So I'm definitely taking jazz out of the equation and go for radio.
Okay. Yeah. So radio. Listen to much radio?
I used to listen to a lot more because I travel a lot with work, but now the digital apps have taken hold a little bit now, so I can choose more what I listen to.
Fair enough. So radio, 9 answers, all relating to that subject are trolleyed, Parks and Recreation, Ed Reardon's Week, Spaced, Claire and the Community, Fags, Mags and Bags, Millie in Between, Cabin Pressure, and Lead Balloon. Any ideas?
The only one that seems
For another £100 in the pot. Unfortunately not, that is a Radio 4 sitcom, so £300 added to the pot, now stands £800. In a moment I will do a second half of the question, and I want you to give me the right answer. Give me the right answer, you're in the fight. Give me the wrong answer, the last player to be eliminated will have the chance to steal your place in the final. As you know, that player is you. Listen to any Radio 4?
no, not at all. I do know one more Impossible up there, but apart from that, I'm not too sure.
Okay. It's slightly more than you are, I think, Fraser. Yeah. If you give me an impossible answer, and there are still 2 up there, we will say that. Okay. The full question, which BBC radio stars Tiffany Cole and Benedict Cumberbatch? I want you to give me the right answer.
I think you know that I'm probably going to play this one safe,
I suspected that you might, yes.
and I'm going to go with Cabin.
Cabin Pressure?
Yeah.
Is American activity sitcom. And then Millie in Between. you can win that money and would like to face the £10,000 question. Craig, we think you're going to put the money towards your wedding. Jane, you want to go on a hockey tour with your husband to Washington. Fraser, you want to put some money into your fiance's business idea and then put it inside for your son, Xavier. That's what we're playing for. You're each starting with 10 lives. Questions are on the buzzer. A right answer knocks a life off both of your opponents, and their marks will be on the Which US state is nicknamed the Aloha State? Which of the Kent brothers was the lead singer of Spandau Ballet? It's impossible. The singer was Tony Hadley. Martin Kenneth, the bassist. Fraser, you lose 2 lives. Which politician succeeded Nicolas Sarkozy as the president of France in 2012? Great. No, Francois Hollande. Lose a life, Craig. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence play a Miami detective. Fraser.
Bad Boys.
Miami detective duo in which film franchise is Bad Boys? Good game, Craig. Lose a life. On the periodic table, which element of the chemical symbol LG? Great. It's not lead. There is no LG. It's possible. Craig, lose 2 lives. Which British city won the 2002 Commonwealth Games? Manchester. Lose a life. Is impossible. It's in Switzerland, South America. Jane and Craig, there's 2 lives. There's 4 lives remaining. Jane has 5. Very necessary. to leave with £10,000, and you will if you can answer the £10,000 question.
Right.
This is how it's going to work. I'm going to show you 9 answers and then
Right.
ask you a question. 3 of the 9 answers are correct. 5 more within the center.
Right.
3 of the 9 answers though are wrong. Give me any of those answers, you just leave the prize pot.
Right.
The 3 of the answers are impossible. Avoid those. If you give me any of those answers, you will leave the show with nothing.
Right, okay.
Are we ready?
Yep, let's do this.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
The topic is board games.
Right, okay.
Any board games?
Operation. Is that a board game? Monopoly?
It's not many. All right.
Snake and ladder?
Best of luck. Here come your 9 answers. Mayfair. Paddington Station. Vine Street. Warwick Avenue. Marlborough Street. Green Park. Bow Street. Pentonville Road. And Trafalgar Square. You have 10 seconds to lock in your answers, and you're looking for properties on the classic London Monopoly board that are orange in colour, and your time starts now.
Vine Street. Trafalgar Square. Warwick Avenue.
Just about in time, Jane. You mentioned Monopoly. You play Monopoly, yes?
Not often, no, but I know Warwick Avenue went on it for Friday. Trafalgar Square.
You started with Vine Street. Is Vine Street on the board?
I think it is.
What colour is it?
I think that is orange.
Let's have a look. Is Vine Street the right answer? It's on there and it's orange. Nothing about Trafalgar Square. What do you think about Trafalgar Square? Don't think it's on there?
No.
Is Trafalgar Square a right answer? It is on the board,
How is it?
but it's red, not orange. So we haven't won the £10,000. At the minute, you're clinging on to the £800, the daily prize pot.
I don't think the Warwick Avenue would.
You're thinking Warwick Avenue not on there?
Yeah. I think panic, isn't it? Because I could see it 10 seconds running now. I just said something.
Warwick Avenue. We do not want to see the impossible exclamation mark. You think we might?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Not on the classic London Monopoly board. Sorry, Jane. The answers that would have won the 10 grand for you. Vine Street that you got. Bow Street is orange. And Marlborough Street. The other impossible answers. Paddington Station, not on the board. And Green Park, not on the board. Mayfair is dark blue. And Pentonville Road is light blue. I thought you were going to do it when you mentioned Monopoly. I was like, she plays Monopoly, we're in business, all the money's going to come out. It didn't happen, Jane.
No. But
I'm sorry.
I've had a fantastic week. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I mean, your Hannibal Lecter impression is going to live long in the memory, let me tell you, Jane.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it does mean that you leave us with nothing. Thank you so much for playing, though.
Oh, thank you.
Sadly, Jane leaves empty-handed. I'll see you next time when 12 brand new players have the chance to win 10 grand. This has been impossible. For Chris Ratchley, anything is possible. Goodbye.
Hello and welcome to the game where it's not just about finding the right answer, it's about finding the best answer that counts. We've got 4 contestants ready to play. They are Kieran, Jodie, Connor and Kate. When we shortly as they go head-to-head throughout the game, but only one will make it through to the final and prove themselves unbeatable. We draw lots before the show to decide the order of play. So first up, it's Kieran versus Jodie. Let battle commence. Okay, welcome to the show, Kieran and Jodie. Jodie, where are you from?
Basingstoke.
And what do you do there?
I'm a lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got to have something about you to be a lawyer.
Well, I don't know.
Who's at home cheering you on today, Jodie?
My husband and I've got 2 children.
Lovely. If you won somebody today, what would you spend it on?
Definitely a family holiday, I think.
That'd be nice. Where would you?
The dream is to go to Australia, but do you know what? I'll take anywhere.
Yeah, I think we all would at the moment, wouldn't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, great stuff. Let's see if we can win you somebody today.
Thank you.
Kieran, hi mate.
Hi there, how are we doing?
And well, where are you from?
I'm from County Durham.
And who do you live there with?
My wife Tanya and my 3 sons.
3 lads. Blimey, I bet that's a busy household.
Certainly is.
Any hobbies or interests, Kieran?
Big sports fan. I love football.
Yeah. Newcastle United?
Yeah, definitely.
I
Yeah.
thought it might be. I had an inkling. What about your job, Kieran? What do you do for a living?
So I'm a delivery manager.
Okay, so geography, or just geography of specifically the North East?
No, geography's alright.
Yeah,
not
you're
too
all right
bad.
with that. That's not what you've always done, is it? What other jobs have you had?
No, so when I was younger, I was in the British Army for 5 years when I left school.
So you've been all over the world with that?
Yeah, I've done a bit of travelling. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we'll keep an eye on that. Any subjects you're hoping to avoid today?
Probably politics.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Yeah.
And if you won some money, what would you spend it on?
It's my wife's 40th in the next year or so, so probably
Oh.
a holiday to New York.
40s? What's going on with you two? My goodness, no problem. About 23. They're about 80. Right. Let's play the head-to-head. This is a game of survival. One of you will be going through to the next round. The other will be going home with nothing. The first to win 2 question boards stays in the game. You'll both face the same question board and take it in turns to choose an answer. You want to pick the unbeatable answer, but if you're not sure, just pick the answer that you think can beat your opponent. Here is your first question board. Which of these 6 countries shares the longest land border with Germany? Luxembourg, Netherlands, Switzerland, Denmark, Austria, Poland. So, Kieran, you get to go first. What do you reckon? Geography, one of your strong points? You've been around the world with the
I
army.
used to live in Germany.
Oh, did you?
So I'm
Okay.
an right idiot if I get this wrong.
Were you ever patrolling the border?
I lived right next to the Dutch border actually. I wasn't patrolling it.
Did you measure it?
I certainly did not know.
What do you reckon?
I think Poland.
Poland. Okay, let's go with Poland. Jodie, what about you?
I would go the Netherlands.
Netherlands. Bring that down. You both chosen an answer, but either of you reckon you've got the unbeatable answer. If you do, you can hit your buzzer. It's worth £1,000 on the first board if you're right. But be careful, because if you're wrong, you hand that board to your opponent with £100. You've got 3 seconds to decide.
3, 2, 1.
Wow. Staring each other out there, just seeing if the other one's going to go for it. No tempted at all, Kieran?
I was, but I wish I went Netherlands now.
Alright, what we do now is we battle it out one answer at a time. Each battle's worth £100, and the first to 2 wins the board. And the first 2 versus the Netherlands. Well, which has the longest border with Germany? Let's find out. Great escape there, Kieran.
Yeah.
Jodie, Netherlands takes it. That's 1 battle to 0, and £100 in your bank, and you're in control. Because if you can find me the correct answer from those 4, you will win this first board and be halfway to the decider. What do you reckon?
I'm thinking that Luxembourg is quite a small country. I'm going to go with Luxembourg.
Okay.
I'm going
Okay,
to go
what are you
with
thinking?
Austria.
Austria. Okay, so looking for longest border with Germany. Is it Austria or Luxembourg? If it's Luxembourg, Jodie has won his second battle and the first board. Let's find out. It was Austria. Well done. So 1 battle all. We have £100 in your bank, Kieran. It all comes down to this. Switzerland and Denmark. You can take it here, Kieran. What are you thinking?
Both similar size, I think. To be honest, I'm with Denmark a bit more. I'm going to go with Switzerland.
Switzerland. Let's bring Switzerland down. This means Jodie will have Denmark. The winner of this battle will win the first question board and be halfway to the next round. Let's find out. Switzerland takes it. That's 2 battles. £200 to your bank, Kieran, and that first board is yours. Jodie, why did you pick Luxembourg?
I just thought it was small.
Well, we were looking for the longest border. Let's have a look at these answers here. Let's see where Luxembourg comes. You might be right, but I feel like it was just... Yeah, there it is. Our unbeatable answer was 801 kilometres. Austria. Netherlands was second, 575 kilometres. Poland, 447 kilometres. 348 kilometres with Switzerland. 140 kilometres with Denmark. Luxembourg, 128 kilometres. All right, put it behind you. Forget about it. Let's move on to our next question board. But Jodie, you need this one to stay in the game. Which of these events happened first in the life of Barack Obama? Begins second term as US President. Becomes US Senator. Dreams from My Father is published. Daughter Malia is born. Obama Foundation is founded. Wins Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, Jodie, what do you think? Is this someone you follow? Someone that you...
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I love the Obamas. I'm going to say becomes US Senator.
Becomes US Senator. Kieran, you've been following Obama's career?
No, politics wasn't the one I
You
wanted.
really didn't want politics, did you?
Not really, no. Just going to try and go logically, to be honest. I'll go with daughter Malia is born.
Daughter Malia is born. Okay. If either of you feel unbeatable at this point, you can press that buzzer. It's worth £1,000 and the board if you're right. But if you're wrong, you'll hand it to your rival. The time to decide starts now.
3, 2.
Oh, Jodie, confident with her Obama knowledge. Yeah, let's put those answers over there, and we'll bring them down one answer at a time. If you're right, you draw level, but if you're wrong, you've just given the win to Kieran. We'll start with the Obama Foundation is founded. We are looking for which happened first in the life of Barack Obama. Let's find out. Yeah, nice and easy. 2014. Begins second term as US President. This is pretty obvious. Let's get rid of that one. That was 2013. Wins Nobel Peace Prize. Let's have a look. Yeah. 2009. Daughter Malia is born. Kieran, this is what you went for.
Yeah.
We are looking for which happened first in the life of Barack Obama. Jodie needs it to be becomes US Senator. Let's find out. Wow, Kieran, on a politics question, you got it right. Daughter Malia is born, which means another £100 goes into your bank, and you win that second board. Let's have a look how the answers all stack up. And our unbeatable answer was, in fact, Dreams from My Father being published in 1995. 3 years later, his daughter Malia was born in 1998, became a US Senator in 2005, all the way through to founded the Obama Foundation in 2014. Jodie, it means you have to say goodbye.
Thank you very much. It's been great.
I'm so sorry. We had a good day.
Brilliant. Thank you
It's
very
been
much.
lovely to see you.
Thank
Jodie,
you.
everybody. Kieran, gifted to you there at the end, wasn't it?
Was, yeah.
Put £300 in your bank and we'll see you in the next round. But who will he face? It's time for Connor versus Kate. Okay, Connor and Kate, welcome to the game. Connor, where are you from, mate?
I'm from Dumfries, southwest of Scotland.
Yeah, not too far away. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a learning assistant in a primary school in local region.
All right, and is that something that you want to keep doing?
I would like to do my teaching at university or a sports lecturer.
And you're quite a sporty guy, yeah?
Yeah, used to play football until I became ill, and then I do coaching now, and just started wheelchair hurling.
Are you good at it? Did you enjoy it? What's it like?
I've played 2 games and I've lost 2 games, so 100% record.
Not so well so far. Now, if you won something today, Connor, what would you spend it on?
My little brother's 21st next year, so I want to take him to New York.
All right, well, best of luck. Kate, where are you from?
I'm from Bolton.
What do you do in Bolton?
I'm a support worker for people with learning disabilities.
Oh, right, wow. How long have you been doing that?
40 years.
Wow, you've really put a shift in there, haven't you? Right, Kate. Away from work, which I imagine can be quite stressful at times, what do you like to do to unwind?
I'm learning to play a ukulele.
What sort of songs do you play on it?
I'm trying to learn Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Oh, nice.
I think I might have to take America's up because it's not quite working out.
Yeah, it's quite a tough song, that, isn't it? Nothing easier to start with, but in my mind. Which of these female singers has had the fewest UK top 40 singles? Jennifer Lopez, Mariah Carey, Madonna, Celine Dion, Adele, Alanis Morissette. Connor, you get to go first. How's your music knowledge?
Terrible.
Okay, good. You know all 6 names?
Yeah, I know the names.
Yeah.
The person I know the least is Alanis Morissette, so I think I'll go for that person.
There you go. It's logic.
Yep.
Alanis Morissette for Connor. All right, you, Kate, you a big music fan?
Yeah, I do like music. I think I would have chosen that one. I think that's
Ah,
a good
interesting.
answer.
You play any of these on the ukulele yet?
No, I'm not quite sure. I might go Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. If either of you feel you've got the unbeatable answer, it's worth £1,000 at a first board. If you're wrong, you hand that board and £100 to your rival. Your time to decide starts now.
3, 2.
Ah, good work, Connor. Pretty calm about that there, Connor. Kate also said that she might go for Alanis Morissette. Did that sort of tempt her to press it?
Yeah, but it could be pure mind games. Could be. So give me right in there.
Maybe Kate is playing mind games with Connor. Alright, so we're going to go through this one at a time, and we'll start with Madonna. We are looking for the fewest top 40 hits. Let's find out. Good start. 71 for Madonna. Mariah Carey. Alanis Morissette versus Mariah Carey. But who's had the fewest UK top 40 singles? So far, so good, Connor. 39 for Mariah Carey. Celine Dion is next. This is who you chose, Kate?
Yeah.
Let's find out. Okay. 86 for Celine Dion. Jennifer Lopez is next. Oh, it's getting tight now. Let's find out if Connor is still unbeatable. Okay, so far so good. 23 for Jennifer Lopez. Adele and Alanis Morissette. Which of these two has had the fewest UK top 40 singles? Connor is hoping it's Alanis Morissette. Kate is desperate for it to be Adele. Let's find out. Oh, well done, Connor. £1,000 goes into your bank and you win the first board. Not bad at all. Let's have a look how these answers all stack up. And Alanis Morissette just a 10, Adele 16, right through to Madonna at 71. Lucky Kate, you must win this next one to stay in the game. Let's have a look at the question. Which of these cities changed their name most recently? New York, Tokyo, Ho Chi Minh City, Istanbul, Harare, Mumbai. Kate, you're choosing first. How's your geography and history together, really?
I'm not sure on this one. I think I'll go Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh City. Let's bring that down. Connor, are you well travelled, Connor? Do you get to many places?
It's mostly America.
Yeah.
I'm between two, I think, of Istanbul and Harare, so I think I'll try Istanbul.
Istanbul, let's go with that. If either of you feel that you've got the unbeatable answer in front of you, you can press that buzzer. You've got 3 seconds to decide.
3, 2, 1.
I could actually feel the stillness in the room there. Okay, nobody feeling brave enough to press the buzzer on that occasion, so what we do is battle it out. First the 2 battles will take the lead, and you get £100 for each battle you win. We've got your first choices, Istanbul and Ho Chi Minh City, but which city changed its name most recently? Ho Chi Minh City, well done, Kate, so you get £100 and you win that first battle. Did you have the unbeatable answer? Will you come to regret that? Connor, next choice.
I'll try Harare.
Harare. This was the other one you were thinking about?
Yeah.
Okay, Kate.
I'm going to go Mumbai.
Mumbai. All right. Kate, if it's Mumbai, you've won this second battle and you've drawn level on boards. Connor needs it to be Harare. Let's find out. Well played, Kate. It was Mumbai. Second battle for you. Another £100 goes in, and that brings you level. Well done. Let's have a look at the answers and see if Kate had the unbeatable answer all along. Oh, not quite, but you did get it eventually. So until 1995, Mumbai was Bombay. Harare changed from Salisbury in Zimbabwe in 1980. Ho Chi Minh City was Saigon in Vietnam, and that changed in 1975. Istanbul was Constantinople, and that changed in 1930. Tokyo was Edo until 1868, and in 1664, New Amsterdam became New York City, where Connor is hoping to take his little brother. Will he get there? Let's get our next and deciding question board. Which of these famous people has the most children? I better not be on here. Mel Gibson, Mick Jagger, Kris Jenner, the Duchess of Cambridge, Colleen Rooney, Gordon Ramsay. Connor, you get to go first.
I'm thinking just with a television show, and I know there's about 6 of them, so I'll try Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner. Let's bring Kris Jenner down. Kate, you look pensive.
I'm trying to work it out. I think Mick Jagger's got quite a few, but I think I'll go Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. All right, let's bring Mel Gibson down. Do either of you feel like you've got the unbeatable answer in front of you? If you do, and you press that buzzer, it's worth £1,000 and the board if you're right. If you press it and you're wrong, though, you'll hand that victory to your opponent. The time to decide starts now.
3, 2, 1.
Just eyeing each other up there, seeing if the other one's going to do it. Not a chance that was going to happen, was it? No. All right. So let's battle it out once again. Kris Jenner versus Mel Gibson, but who has the most children? Very good. Mel Gibson takes it. First battle to you, Kate, and £100 goes into your bank. And now you are in control. Because if you can find me the celebrity with the most children, you're going through to the next round.
I'm going to go Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger. Connor, can you find an answer to beat Mick Jagger?
I think Kate's right with that one. Duchess of Cambridge has got 3. Gordon Ramsay, I know he's got 2. So we'll try Colleen Rooney.
Colleen Rooney, okay. Bring Colleen down. Kate, if it's Mick Jagger, you've just won this round and you're going through to face Kieran. Connor, you need it to be Colleen Rooney. Let's find out. £100 goes into your bank, you win the second battle and the second board. Let's see how these answers stack up. And who was our unbeatable answer? It was Mel Gibson, which you had, Kate. You could have got £1,000 there. 9 children. 8 children for Mick Jagger. Kris Jenner had 6. Gordon Ramsay, 5 children here. 4 for Colleen Rooney, and the Duchess of Cambridge with just the 3, which means, Connor, we've got to say goodbye to you, pal.
Thanks very much for having me, though. Enjoyed it.
I'm glad you've had a good day. We can't help you on your trip to New York. I hope you still make it.
I'll need to sponge out for it myself.
Best of luck with your qualifications as well.
Thanks very much.
Connor, everybody. Kate, you're going through. £400 in your bank, and it's time for the decider. Whoever wins will play for their bank in today's final. It's Kate versus Kieran. Alright, Kieran, Kate, here is how this round works. You're going to take it in turns to choose an answer. The first player to find me the unbeatable answer will win the board, and the sooner you find it, the more money you will bank. The first to win 2 boards wins the game. Here is your first question board. A competitor in which of these sports has won the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award most recently? Athletics, figure skating, football, swimming, cricket, tennis. Kate, so you've banked the most money so far. You get to go first. So, what do you reckon, Kate?
I'm going to make an educated guess. Football.
Football, okay. Makes sense. If football is unbeatable, it's worth £1,500 and the first board. Let's see if it is. Oh, it wasn't. That was the 4th answer on the board. Kieran, now you are a big sports fan. You wanted a sports question. I've given you one. You gonna let me down?
I think it's tennis. I think it's Emma Raducanu.
Okay, let's go with tennis then. If tennis is the right answer, you think it's Emma Raducanu. It's worth £1,500 £1,250 and the first board. Let's find out. If tennis is unbeatable. Yeah, well done, Kieran. So £1,250 goes into the bank. You also win the first board. Let's have a look how the answers stack up. Emma Raducanu, you were quite right. 2021 for the tennis. Ben Stokes for cricket in 2019. Mo Farah for athletics in 2017. Ryan Giggs, 2009 for football. I'm sure you can guess who it was for figure skating. Torvill D, 1984. And it was Anita Lonsborough for swimming in 1962. So, Kieran, well done. First board to you. Kate, you need this next one to stay in the game. Let's have a look at the next question board. In 2019, which of these countries had the highest population density in inhabitants per square kilometre? San Marino, Singapore, Maldives, Monaco, Netherlands, Japan. Kieran, what do you reckon? Can you find me the unbeatable answer?
I'm going to go with Singapore.
Singapore. Bring that one down. If Singapore is unbeatable, it's not only worth £1,500 for your bank, Kieran, it's worth the second board to put you through to the final. Let's find out. Oh, it wasn't, I'm afraid, but it was the second answer on the board. Is one better? Kate, can you find it to stay in the game?
I'm going to go with Japan.
Okay, let's go with Japan. This is worth £1,250 and the board to draw level. Is Japan unbeatable? It wasn't, I'm afraid. That was actually the bottom answer on the board. Kieran, you get another shot at this. What do you think? San Marino, Maldives, Monaco, Netherlands. We're looking for the highest population density per square kilometre.
I'm going to go with Monaco.
Monaco. All right. Kieran, if this is the unbeatable answer, it's worth £1,000 and you're going through. Let's go. Monaco is unbeatable. Yes, well done, Kieran. Fantastic. Monaco takes it. £1,000 goes into your bank and that second board. Let's have a look how the answers stack up. So, Monaco was our unbeatable answer, just over 26,000 per square kilometre. Singapore, 8,291 per square kilometre, just over 1,700 per square kilometre for the Maldives, 564 for San Marino, 507 for Netherlands, and 348 per square kilometre for Japan, which means, Kate, we've got to send you home, train back to Bolton, playing the ukulele all the way. Have you had a nice day?
I've had a lovely time, thanks, Jason.
Yeah, it's been lovely to meet you. Kate, everybody. Kieran, that means you are through to today's final with £2,550. This is the final and the pressure is on. Are you feeling the pressure, Kieran? You look pretty cool, actually.
You're alright.
Yeah?
Alright for now, yeah.
£2,550 there, sat in your bank. So, let's see if we can win you some money today. In the final, you can win half that amount, all of it, or even double the amount, an incredible £5,100. The great news is, in the final, you get to pick the category, and then it's down to one final question for you. Here are your categories. The human body, Australia, or neither. Neither is potluck if you don't fancy the look of those other two. What do you reckon from those categories, Kieran?
I'm a bit scared of neither, because out could come up.
Yeah, that's true.
Australia, I know very little about, so I'm going to go with human body.
I mean, you've got one, haven't you? Alright, let's go with human body. Good luck. Let's play the final. Kieran, here's your final question of the day. In an average human body, which of these do you have the least of? Metatarsals, stapes, lung lobes, teeth, carpal bones, heart valves. Take a moment, because in the final, to win half your bank, all you've got to do is find me one answer to beat two others. If it can beat four, that's your full pot, and if you find the unbeatable answer, that's double the amount. Do you know what all six of those are?
Nope.
Nope.
I know what teeth are.
Okay.
Metatarsals, heart valves, carpal bones, I think. I'm assuming lung lobes are in my lungs.
Stapes, any idea?
No idea.
All right, well look, all I need is one answer to beat two others to win half your bank, which would be £1,275. So at least you could get to New York. What do you reckon?
I'm going to go with my gut instinct and go with heart valves.
Heart valves?
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring heart valves down. Very best of luck, Kieran. Can you find me an answer on the board that heart valves can be?
Teeth.
Teeth. Let's bring that down. This should be a bit of a tap in if you're right.
I hope so.
But which of these are there least of in the human body? We need it to be heart valves. Yes, so far so good. So, one more.
Go with metatarsals.
Metatarsals. You hear a lot of it in football, don't you? Comes up a lot.
Yeah.
But we need there to be fewer heart valves than metatarsals for £1,275. Let's go. Yes, well done, look at you. Absolute expert. £1,275. That's yours. You can go on now. But if you can find me 2 more up there that heart valves can beat, you could win your full bank, which is £2,550. If it's wrong though, you leave with nothing. What do you reckon? Where's your head at?
Me head, I want to go for it, but I'm not confident that that'll beat any of them 3. I'm really not. Lung lobes, I think it'll beat carpal bones if it's what I think they are. I'm sure there's only 2 of them, and stapes, I've no idea what they are.
No.
So I'm going to have to take the wimp way out and take the money.
Hey, there's no wimp way out when you're not sure, mate. That is the sensible way out. Especially if you're trying to get your wife to New York for a 40th.
Yeah.
£1,275 you've won today. Well done, Kieran, everybody. Let's have a look how well you would have done. Let's pop heart valves back up there and see what our unbeatable answer was. Oh, it was actually the second answer on the board. Stapey's the one that we didn't know what it was as our unbeatable answer. They're in your ear. You got one each. Heart valves, which is what you went for, was 4, so you could have actually won your full bank, £2,550, if you'd have carried on. 4 of those. You have 5 lung lobes, 2 in your left and 3 in your right, for some odd reason. 10 metatarsals, which you got bang on. 16 carpal bones, they're in your wrist, and on average 32 teeth. Kieran, not bad at all. 1,275. I hope New York goes well for you and your wife. Have a lovely time. Kieran, everybody. Great player. That's all for today. Join us next time on Unbeatable.
For a £3,000 cash prize. But to stay in the game, they must do whatever it takes to avoid that roaming light. This is lightning. Hello and welcome to the electrifying quiz, where 6 players will have their quick thinking, general knowledge and